In recent days, there has been a development that excites us, a Doctor Doom character who will be in Avengers 5. So who is this Victor Von Doom and what kind of character he has? We will find out today. Until this time, there have been many different villains in comic book phases, and allegedly the worst of them is Doctor Doom, Marvel Comics supervillain. He first appeared in the Fantastic Four comic book in 1962. This character, whose real name is Victor Von Doom, is the ruler of a country called Latveria. Doctor Doom is a formidable scientist and sorcerer. The armor and mask that make him recognizable, he began wearing after he was burned in a laboratory accident. With his intelligence, technological abilities, and knowledge of sorcery, he is one of the most powerful and dangerous characters in the Marvel Universe. But Doom's goal is to use his friends and enemies around him to use them for his own benefit and to rule the world. For Doctor Doom, friendship is for our own benefit, and he is very vengeful. Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four are his main enemies. Doctor Doom has also occasionally faced off against other Marvel heroes, but due to his complex personality, he can sometimes be seen in the role of anti-hero. And this shows his character to us that he takes care to behave according to how it suits him. Victor Von Doom is a genius of science and magic. One of his most prominent characteristics is his arrogant and overconfident nature. Doom always sees himself as the smartest man in the world, and his rivalry with Reed Richards is fueled by this ego. Although he is seen as a kind of savior and leader for his people, he has a great desire to dominate the world. Doom is an expert in many fields such as engineering, physics, robotics, and biotechnology. He has developed robots called Doombots created by himself and many advanced technological devices. Due to his mother, Cynthia Von Doom, being a witch, Victor possesses magical abilities. He trained in witchcraft with Doctor Strange and has occasionally used the mystical arts. Doctor Doom's armor is similar to Iron Man's armor, giving him superhuman strength, durability, and energy projection. His armor also provides protection against magical attacks. As the ruler of Latveria, he enjoys diplomatic immunity in international relations, which allows him to avoid capture in some cases. In a world created by the Beyonder, where many heroes and villains battle it out, in a world created by the Beyonder, Doctor Doom manages to steal the power of the Beyonder and has achieved almost godlike strength. His mother loses her soul as a result of a deal with Mephisto. The loss of his mother and the murder of his father for failing to cure a nobleman's daughter deeply affect Victor's life. The death of his father pushes Victor to seek revenge and power. At a young age, Victor attracts attention with his superior intelligence and scientific abilities. He makes various inventions in his village and tries to find a balance between magic and science to save his mother's soul. Victor builds a device to save his mother's soul. During the experiment, the device explodes and Victor's face is horribly injured. The wound on his face increases Victor's arrogance and anger. Ashamed of his injuries, Victor creates a metal mask and recreates himself as Doctor Doom. Victor returns to Latveria and uses his power to take control of the country. He declares himself absolute ruler and equips his country with advanced technology. Although he is seen as a kind of hero to his people, his oppressive style of rule causes controversy. Victor aims to conquer the world by combining his talents in science and magic. His conflicts with both heroes and villains further increase his power and ambition. Victor is constantly trying to save his mother's soul from Mephisto. This quest is at the center of his motivations and personal conflicts. Despite his power, Victor is an internally lonely and painful character. The scar on his face symbolizes his inner wounds and insecurities. It tells Doctor Doom's origin story in depth, while revealing his complex character structure and motivations. Victor Von Doom is seen not only as a supervillain, but also as a tragic figure. This is how and why Doctor Doom became the Marvel Universe's greatest villain. Doom takes on the Iron Man armor and tries to be reborn as a hero. With his intelligence, charisma, and complex personality, Doctor Doom is more than just a supervillain. He is one of the Marvel Universe's greatest threats and also one of its most deeply explored characters. Doom's main enemies are Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm, Doctor Strange, Iron Man. As Doctor Doom's relationships are often based on self-interest. He forms temporary alliances to gain power and fulfill his own plans, but these alliances are often short-lived and ultimately serve Doom's own interests. His intelligence and strategic genius make him a figure respected and feared by friends and enemies alike. Doom realizes that Kang's plans to take over time and the universe will harm his own interests. Through a temporary alliance with the Avengers, he helps defeat Kang. In the process, Doom advances his own secret agenda and forces the Avengers to serve his plans. Dr. Doom has turned into a bad person because of the difficult life conditions and tragedy events he has experienced. Although he is a bad character, I think he will be a character loved by Marvel fans, and I am excited to see his sad edits. But there is still time for that. So what do you think about Dr. Doom? Write in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.